remember the day that they had us all come into the lounge and tell us about Mason. We were there for probably half an hour or so before all the pro staff came in and broke the news. It was the most shocking thing I've ever experienced. The most unexpected, horrifying thing I could think of at that time. And I've had family members die, I've had an uncle die, I've had a grandfather die, and as much as I missed them, as much as it hurt to lose them, it's a lot different losing a friend. They were both ill, they were both older, and it was more of a, it was their time kind of deal, while Mason, I had just talked to him the day before about hanging out that day, and it's really amazing how fast your life can change in an instant. He didn't deserve to feel the way he had to feel. And whatever the reason, depression, however he formed his depression to make him think the way he did, it was unfounded. It wasn't, there was no truth to it, not really. I mean, we all get stressed. As college students, we are statistically some of the most stressed people in the world, and there's really no reason for it. You build it up in your head. You mount everything against you all at once, and it becomes this monster that you can't ignore. This thing that you can't get out of your head. I've dealt with depression in my life. Not too severe, but enough to contemplate. It runs in my mom's side of the family, and now that I have a son, it's one of the scariest things I can think of. Mason will always be in my heart. He was one of the better friends I ever had for having known him the short time I did. I'm not one to console a lot of people, but when I did about Mason, I was told by a very good friend something that really helped me out. That the world is always ending. And no matter where you are in your life, there's always going to be that next huge challenge. There's always going to be that next big thing that happens to you that makes you feel like this is it, this is the end. There's always going to be something that is going to bring you down. But the truth of the matter is that as sure as the sun comes up the next day, life will go on. Life moves forward, and no one stays in a bad place forever. there's just there's always something you can do. There's always something that you can do to change what's going on in your life. There's always something that you can do to make it better. And even when it hurts, especially when it hurts, you have to move forward. Strength isn't judged by how much you go through, or strength is judged by how much you can take and still move forward. And when you're not feeling so strong, you need help. You need people there to be beside you. It doesn't have to be a psychiatrist. It doesn't have to be a teacher. Maybe it's a friend. Maybe it's writing. Maybe it's playing a video game.